hello, 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 hello. Welcome. As you can tell from the title, we're finishing the Obscura demo. Well, maybe not finishing. Because I want to try to get all the endings in the Obscura demo. But I feel like that's going to be a lot of work. But I'm a thorough person. So, I'm a thorough person until I get bored doing it. So, I'm going to try. I'll be honest, I don't know how much I'm going to like this episode because it's the Prince guy from the previous ones. And I just don't know. I just don't know how. Dude, I literally sat here and fiddled with this for a while. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna like it, but hopefully. Here, my mouth. Hopefully I like it. Hopefully I have fun. I think I'll have fun regardless. But hopefully the story's good. I think we've only seen him once, and that was in like the priest route. So I think I know where I need to go. So shall we? Warning, this is an 18+ visual novel that contains mature and heavy content, descriptions of gore, and suggestive content. Please check our warnings page for more details. You've been warned. Warning, rapidly flashes images, text effects. These effects can be turned off. I'm not turning them off. I never have before. Thank you so much for your support. Enjoy. Wait, can you not see that? Please, I literally checked it. Okay. Maybe it was frozen. I don't know. Did that just say his name and it said more sensitive? Brother. Where's my mouse? Okay, my mouse is moving on the other side, thank God. Okay, well... You guys can see my mouse, but I can't see my mouse. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Load. How loud is the music? Could be louder. That's not what I wanted to load. Okay. Sweet God. Alright. I have to look at my stream to see where my mouse is at. Well, not even that work. That's working now. I think it's because it's a full screen. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Bear with me, please. I'm so sorry. Can you hear Marnie screaming downstairs? Lord have mercy. Dude, I might have to go see what she's on about. No, I'm gonna play FNAF and check my cams. My cams. I think I said yams. Check my yams. I fear that Barney is Barney? Oh my God. Marnie. Oh my God. Actually, Bonnie is walking up on my porch right now. I fear I have to go. Nope, they're just tweaking. Okay. Anyways, back to it. Yes, because I started this interaction in the last one I did. Yeah. hop to it. Okay, can I rewind a little bit? Okay, yeah. Let me rewind a little bit. Oh, wait. We don't need all this. We did this. Okay. Summary. I'm talking to Oleander, and I'm like, dude, no, I'm not going to take your bargain and doing some weird stuff. So I walk out. I go back to the party. Dougal goes back to the party. We're in the party. Hold on, I'll be right back. I smell something weird. I might be just tripping balls. I'm literally just a bug. I'm bugging out. I'm just bugging out. Wait. Okay, there it is. I thought my follower count wasn't gonna show up. I'm so hot. I'm sweating. Okay. I'm bearing through it. Oh, okay. I throw open the door and breathe. The parlor is still stuffy and thick with breaths of every partygoer, but it's better than being locked in a closet. No. No, I smell a skunk. Okay. My dog's been sprayed by a skunk twice. I smell a skunk. On everything I love, I smell a skunk. I wonder if one's sprayed. I have an AC unit right there. Yep. Yep. There's a skunk outside. There is a skunk outside. Hold on. I'm gonna go check and make sure my dog did not get sprayed. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. Okay, fantastic news. It was a dog did not get sprayed, but there's most definitely a skunk outside. So I'm just gonna have to fight through smelling that. It's okay. I'm out of breath. Okay. But it's better than being locked in a closet. I'm going to leave, my feet carrying me away without conscious thought. Yeah. Then I spot him standing. Yeah, I just need to take a breather real quick. No, because the adrenaline that ran through me that Honey has gotten sprayed with a skunk again was just... Oh my gosh, and I have a timer going off! For what? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to leave, my feet carrying me away without conscious thought. Then I spot him still sitting there, a handsome young man looking bright and beautiful in the darkness. My panic eases slowly. It's still worth my time to approach him. If he's close to Oleander, he'll probably boast about it and I can just leave. But if I can't, but I can't let this opportunity go. It takes me a moment to swallow my initial nervousness, but he's clearly more on edge than I am. That alone gives me the necessary push I need. Up close, I take notice of a smaller details on him. The golden and hot. I'm so... Dude, I might have to go change out of this hoodie. Oh my god, okay. He jumps right up, frazzled. Forgive me, I didn't notice you. I'm giving him a Discord mod voice. I know he's a prince, but just that energy right there is enough. Who? Are you alright? Yes, I'm sorry. I only just arrived here the other day. Jackpot. Who's as inexperienced as can be. Easy prey. Oh my god, Dougal. Jesus. What are you gonna do to him? His voice is lightly tinted with warm. I think I recognize it, but I can't quite place my finger on it. Then we're the same. I pause and hold out my hand. Dougal. An unexpected blush rises to his cheeks and as delicate fingers... What? An unexpected blush rises to his cheeks as delicate fingers hold mine. Then he turns it so my palm is facing down, and by the time I realize his lips are gently brushing against my knuckles, he's already pulled back. Dude. I'm serious. I know I've left my computer twice, but I think it's going to have to happen. I think I have to go put a t-shirt on. Or else you're literally going to start seeing droplets of sweat go down my face. I fear that it does have to happen. You guys can just sit and look at the beautiful stranger, I guess. Yeah, give me a minute. Lord have mercy. Oh my god, I'll be back. Golly. I was unprepared. I'm so sorry. I'm ample times better, though, I swear. Lord of the Lou. Okay. Not only is it annoying on y'all's part, it's probably it's going to be more annoying on my part, too, because of how much I'm going to have to edit out of it. It's like... I didn't know I could angle that down. What? I did not know that. Okay, anyways. Okay. See. His smile represents kindness, but I'm left confused, having expected a handshake. Is this how people greet each other where he comes from? That's a lovely name. I'm truly delighted to meet you. My name is Francesca. Is it Francesco? Am I saying that right? I don't hope so. Okay. Francesco. Well, Francesco, it's nice to meet you too. Does everyone give out kisses this freely where you're from? Oh no! Did I perhaps offend you? That wasn't my intention. Is it that unusual to kiss someone's hand there? Here. Incredibly sheltered. He might not know the ways of the underground at all. For all I know, he gave me his real name just then. It's uncommon, to say the least. But I'm not offended at all, just surprised. Oh, are you certain? Sure, you can relax around me. Okay. He perks right up, and I slowly realize that this boy generally believes every word coming out of my mouth. The thought is almost frightening. I have to ask about his name. This music is really good, though. I really like this music for him. I have to be like going through menopause at the ripe age of 23 because there is absolutely no reason I should just be sweating this bad. Okay, the thought is almost frightening. I have to ask about his name. There's some unsavory characters down here who are all... I turned them off! I got a new phone today. Okay, I swear they're all off now. There's some unsavory characters down here who are all too willing to take advantage of people like him. Francesco? I lower my voice. Oh. Yes? He tilts his head in inquisitively. It's not your real name by any chance, is it? His face falls and forms into a small frown. You think I would lie to you? You think I would lie to you? I have to admit, that's a little hurtful. I sit there, baffled. The second suspicion settles deep in my gut. Nobody down here is actually that naive, right? Surely not. When you pass those gates, you pass them with the knowledge that you're going somewhere the overworld would rather forget about. That has to be it. He's deceiving me. That's just as soon as I think that, he frantically searches through his pockets and pulls out a little card forged out of fine, whitish metal with his name carved right into it. When his digit presses onto the smooth surface, this guy needs help. Dougal, honestly, we have to help him. Like, I'm not even worried about romancing him. Like, we need to protect this guy at all costs because he is not making it through here. He's gonna get scammed by a Nigerian prince, and it's not gonna be good because it doesn't turn out good for anybody. We gotta get him out of here. When his digit presses onto the smooth surface, multiple rows of engravings surface to reveal the additional information that I'm too shocked to read properly. Francesco, sorry. Sorry? Sorry? This man is serious. Either that or his plan is foolproof. I mean, I'm gonna trust him. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, the only thing even remotely concerning about is that he's got a dagger on his hip and he probably don't even know how to use it, so... We're just gonna trust them. What do we have to lose? There's nothing to suggest he isn't a crook. Oh, what? Oh my god. I pressed my safe word on accident. Except for my gut feeling. But this gut feeling is strong. It's reckless to believe anybody down in the underground, so I'll have to be cautious, but for now I'll choose to open my mind. Listen, you can't go around waving that card or giving out your name willy-nilly. That's just asking for trouble down here. Again, he's taken off guard. Yeah, I think that's... Really? Yes. Do you know where you are? A wonderful place. I've been told that if you want to experience everything that humanity has to offer, then this is where you must go. Dude, I think you took the flight downstairs instead of taking the elevator up. Maybe you just have your ups and downs mixed up. I get it. I'm dyslexic, so I understand. Well, that's one way of looking at it. That being said, we should find you a temporary name for a while you're down here. A new secret name? Will you come up with one for me, Dougal? What kind of nickname will you give him? Oh, okay. I mean, we could really take advantage of him here and give him something silly. But I don't think we need to be mean to this guy, you know? I really want to know what the silly option is, though. Floppy, I can change. I can do it. Wait. Okay, I see. Oh, okay, we're not gonna be mean, but I could still give him a silly name, saying it's the normal one. Femboy 3. How about Femboy 3?
I love it. It's very creative.
Good. Then from now on, when there are other people within earshot, I'll call you Femboy 3. He nods, and when a bit of silence settles between us, I realize I've gotten sidetracked. How do I bring up the subject of the I-Corps? I need to get him to loosen up first. No point in anything unless we've gotten to know each other a little first. Why are you down here in the first place, then? You mentioned experiencing all that humanity has to offer.
Oh, yes, that is correct.
I'm not sure if I'm imagining it or not, but his smile wavers for an instant. My family is very strict, so you see, if they ever caught me loitering near the entrance to this place, they'd put me under house arrest for days. Or at least that's how it used to be. Huh? They sound overbearing to the extreme. They just care. I know I haven't painted them in the most flattering light, but they only want to protect me. I shouldn't be bad-mouthing them behind their backs. Not after everything they've done. Then I'm sorry, too. Have you left home? He stiffens and lowers his head awkwardly. Not good. He's clamming up. Just as I'm about to figure out how to salvage the conversation, he peeks back up. What about you, Dougal? You're asking if I left home? He nods slowly. Maybe he's looking for reassurance. Is this like me picking like what path I want for Dougal? Cause I don't know. Or is this just me choosing like if I want to lie to him or not? I was out of my parents' hair very quickly. Didn't want to hang around much. That's the way I was raised anyway. Wanted me to be someone independent and self-sufficient. Do you still have contact with them? Oh, I'm sorry. That's personal. You don't... God. Choked on my own spit. Oh my god, okay. Another wave of silence passes me. I sort of envy you. Dude, you don't even know who I am. It should have been like 69, but I feel like Femboy is pretty spot on. You're very brave for taking control of your life. There never was another option for me. You're so strong. It's so easy to make him happy. I wish it would say Femboy 3 at the top, at least. But maybe that's just my opinion. I did leave home. I've got duties on the surface, but I wanted to take some time off on my own. He fidgets, but his words come easier to him now. Duties? I've cried for more answers. Yes, my family hails from a long lineage of successful business owners. They expected that. They're expecting me to handle one of the newly opened branches once I'm finished here. I don't have much in terms of wiggle room. I have to make them proud. His voice falters, and I sense we've reached a difficult topic once more. But I've gotten enough information to satisfy me. His family could be of immense help to me if I play my cards right. Boisterous laughter and glasses coming together in the merry toast every other minute remind me of how cramped this place is starting to feel. Francesco seems to feel the same and nearly jumps at the opportunity to stand up. Oh, I didn't even know we were sitting down. Were we sitting down the whole time? How about some fresh air? I'd love nothing more. He hands the waitress a couple of coins and tells her to keep the change, which would have sounded arrogant if I were anybody else saying it. In his case, however, it doesn't come across like that at all. Let me try to get up and not be extremely loud. Okay. Can I be seen fine? Kind of, not really. There we go. Okay. As we make our way through the crowds and finally make it back outside, I'm expecting relief in the form of a breeze, but instead I'm met with the clammy, unnerving stillness of the cavern air, accompanied by an eerie chill. Though I'm grateful for the cold, it doesn't feel the same. Huh? I catch myself before I begin longing for the surface weather, and then turn to see Francesco no longer trailing behind me. Panic leaves me with my heart in my throat, but not for long. Dude, what the dog barking for again? What Marnie doing? She's barking at absolutely nothing. What is she doing? I'll leave. After scanning my surroundings, I find him standing between two well-dressed men, tucked away in an alley between the parlor and the run-down apartment next door. Their attire definitely leans more towards the practical, including weapons looking like small sabers, sabers? Is that sabers? Is that sabres? Is it? I don't know. Whatever. Sheathed away neatly at their hip. Their masks look exactly the same as Francesco's. On the contrary to him, though, their lips reveal no emotion. Okay, so like they're the secret guards from the royal palace above the surface. They're coming to get the prince back. I mean, like, no, you have to come back to Paris. Oh my god! Thanks for that. Oh, Jesus, okay. On the contrary to him, though, their lips reveal no emotion. My first instinct is to interrupt, with how seemingly out of the blue they ambush him, but once I hear the fragments of the conversation, I realize he's speaking to them quite naturally in a language I don't understand. Oh, dude, he's speaking in foreign tongues. They probably know each other. He's bowing to them. Are they suspicious of some sort? I'm starting to feel restless. But by the time I've made up my mind to go introduce myself, the two others slink back into the shadows and disappear without a trace. When Francesco makes his way back to me, he seems conflicted. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Dougal. They needed to speak to me about something urgent. Make sure you tell me next time. Thought you were already gone and gotten yourself kidnapped. He shrinks under my gaze, ashamed. Surely you don't think I'm that reckless. Right. So who were they? Well, they sort of keep an eye on me. You got babysitters? No. Bodyguards. They're like bodyguards. Bodyguards? What for? My family didn't feel comfortable sending me down here without anyone. The next person. Okay, so he left. Okay, so he left. They. Okay, well that makes more sense. Okay, they left. They left there without, or with knowing that he was leaving. Okay, got it. God, I'm so like. Why am I hot? It's 67 in here. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm hot. His expression feels a lot more serious all of a sudden. They need me to feel safe, so I will. Oh, sorry. They need me to feel safe, so I will keep whatever I have to. I will. Cape! So I will accept whatever I have to, as long as I can stay here for a little while. I've said this before, but that they sound like a handful. Francesco is an open book usually, but this time I can't quite decipher him. They're my family, and family is important to me. It feels like any other question. Anyways, it feels like any other question would have been met with much enthusiasm, so I stop. Around us, the crowds continue pushing through the streets. The lanterns cast a warm glow over our faces as our noses are tickled by the various food smells. One bump in the shoulder turns into another. We're in the way, and we've overstayed our welcome. Where do you want to go now? Did you have any plans? Well, he falls silent for a little moment. I have a confession, Dougal. Can we go to the bridge? Bridge? You don't know where that is? No, lead the way. At this point, I've still got no leads, and impatience starts to gnaw at my conscience. But I need my conscience to be quiet for a while. I don't know what confession Francesco is talking about, but it feels like he's started to trust me more, even just a little. Okay. This time it's my turn to trail behind him, allowing myself to be led through the tiny streets of the marketplace. A part of me is still cautious. I feel like Dougal is cautious for the wrong reasons, because literally last episode, the first episode, we were never conscious about the priest or Oleander, which is who we should have been conscious about, because considering I got laced like 3 times in those other playthroughs. I think this is the last guy we need to be worried about. This could be a trap. But I still those thoughts too. What was that? Literally just had a stroke. Okay. The river comes into view, and we follow it until we reach the mentioned bridge. I don't know why I don't know why we could have just said the mentioned bridge. But we had to use the fancy language. It's in a pretty good state considering how long the marketplace has been active. It's made entirely from crimson wood, supported by painted steel beams. Paper lanterns hang from the side, rolling some, dipping so low they even touch the surface of the water. Despite the people passing over it once in a while, there's a serene quality to it. He turns to face me, smiling. Dougal, do you remember when I mentioned that this place was where one should go to experience all that humanity has to offer? I do. Suspicion falls over me. Well, that is what I want. I want to experience everything. Huh? What exactly do you mean? I've lived under constant supervision most of my life, and now I finally have a chance to spread my wings. I want to be reckless for once. I want to feel alive, do something just for my own sake. But still, I don't feel like I can do that alone. I think I see where this is going. Yes. Dougal, please. I'm sure we've got more experience. Oh. I'm sure you've got more experience than me. You seem like someone I can trust. Let's go on an adventure. An adventure? You'll have to be more specific. Is there something you want to Is there somewhere you want to go? Something you want to see?
When I said everything, I mean it. I want to pull my first all-nighter.
How old is this guy? Because I'm a little worried.
I want to drink and be irresponsible. I want to visit the most underground clubs. I want it all. There are so many sensations I've never felt before. And I'm making it my mission to finally live my life to the fullest. His revelation leaves me slightly surprised. He's almost sound like an overzealous teenager. Yeah, my point exactly. Teenager is the big word here. Teenager! If not for the subtle desperation in his tone. Go along with him. I mean, I had no choice. It might be irresponsible, but I somewhat believe him. What escapes me is how he's able to trust me, a hooded figure among many others in this marketplace. Say I were to accept and join you for this escapade of yours. Why would you choose me? It's not like I've done anything to earn your trust. Maybe I'll be the one who ends up kidnapping you. But at least I'll still be experiencing something new. You've got some screws loose, Femboy 3. That might be so. But that's all right. I know you'll have my back.
I have no words, nor the energy to tell him how gullible he's being. Fine. I'm not one of your babysitters. Let's go on an adventure then.
Dougal.
Francesco almost hops in place with delight. Smiles so bright, I can't look away.
Thank you. I can't wait. I've got an idea.
He frantically points at a street with clothing vendors nearby, the expensive kind.
There's somewhere special I want to take us, but we'll need to look our best first. Do you have an evening outfit?
Oh, so I get another evening outfit. Thinking back on it, I've brought nothing of all my belongings are purely practical. Nothing that would make me look my best. No.
Then allow me to gift you one. As thanks for accompanying me on this journey.
As the warm light of lanterns contrasts with that of glowworms illuminating his face, I think for a second time that he's beautiful. I'm just a hater. I'm just a hater, I guess. That's very kind of you. The clothing, also, we can only see literally the bottom portion of his face. Call me crazy here, but, I don't think we can judge really based off that. He could have some really far apart set of eyes. Just saying. The clothing vendors sell an astonishing variety of rare fabrics and beautiful handmade pieces. Silvery satins, purses with jewels stitched into the surface, and nightgowns so long they reach the floor. With how differently everything is cut here compared to the surface, I think it's the perfect opportunity to reimagine my style. I'm not sure what to choose yet. Do you have any intention of telling me where we're going?
Oh, I thought it would be fun to keep it a surprise. But if you'd really like to know, I want to go to the Messiah Club.
Wait. Haven't I been to that? My hand is shaking so bad. I literally have tremors. I've been to that with one of them. Was it Oleander? I think it was.
The what?
The Messiah Club. It's one of the largest underground dance halls. Yeah. I went there. So I'm well aware of what it is. Oh, wait. No, I'm well, okay. I whispered back in a hush.
you realize what kind of dancing happens there? It's far from classic bathroom waltzes. Okay, so we're going to exit. Hi. Oh man, fudge. That's freaking AI. Good thing I have the thing where it deletes. Wait, can I do it from this? Dishes. Man, I can't do nothing. Either way, it'll go away. Well, of course not. This is a lot less organized. God, that was so embarrassing. Okay. Francesco. No, people go there to get high on lights and gas. That sounds wonderful. Oh, please, I'm even more excited now. I guess this is what I signed up for. Yes, but first of all, let's find you an outfit. I won't allow you to refuse my gift. It's time for you to have some fun. He's almost pouting at this point. If only you knew. As we make our way through different little stalls, browsing the pieces of slow pace, my mind wanders back to the predicament. Let me close that. Okay. Fractum anemia waits for nobody. Oh yeah, that's my disease. I don't even know what this does. What does my disease do? Fractum anemia waits for nobody. Is it really such a good idea to be following him tonight? Should I not be looking for the lunar ichor instead? Nah, let's have a little fun, girl. We got some time. If we die in the process, this is what it is. It's a small sacrifice to get to know him better, to show that I am a trustworthy person, even though what I'm doing is selfish. I swallow my guilt and keep my eyes peeled for an ichor amidst everything else. I can't give up. Yeah. This is the same place we were at with Oleander. That's right. Sorry. Um. Finally, inside a quaint tailor shop, Francesco holds up a piece of fabric. It's pure black silk, luxurious and smooth and such, simple but classy. I think a piece made with this could look incredible on you. You think so? Black's my color? Yes. The idea of wearing this is why why is Marty barking? Oh my god. Okay. Like, I don't like this. I don't like I don't like being the bad influence. But but why are we here? We're here to be this way. So I guess I'm scared of what I'm gonna have to read though. I'm finding it. Why don't you finish your sentence? Oh, well, it's just that. Oh wait. He looks away, clearly ashamed. It fits with the atmosphere we're going. It fits with the atmosphere where we're going. It's powerful and elegant, and he fumbles. Keep going. I don't like this. I don't like this. I want to see you wearing such a. I want to see you in such a powerful outfit. Is that wrong? I was worried about the voice I picked up first, but I feel like it's absolutely perfect. Under my mask, I smile deeply satisfied. You're sick and twisted, dude. We need help. Cute. Let's just go for this one then. Francesco hands the small piece of silk to Marnie. You got to stop. What is she talking about? I'm also trying to see if I can maybe see the skunk on the porch. No skunk, unfortunately. Francesco hands the piece of silk over to the tailor, who assesses me with a short nod. I'll need to take your measurement first, dear. Go ahead. Would you like some privacy? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Choose. I realize I will have to take my cloak off, and so I accept her offer, following her slow steps to the back of a little shop where there is a discreet corner with a curtain draped across. You may remove your cloak in here and come out when you are ready. Her voice is gentle and unhurried. It's an almost comedically stark contrast to her mask, which portrays a set of vaguely unnerving, hollow eyes that follow my every move. I shed my cloak without a second thought and revealed myself to the tailor. I held my arms up and allowed the elderly woman. She's elderly? She doesn't look elderly from the dark contrast it's showing. To wrap the measuring tape around me in a quick practice motions. In the meantime, she gossips. I hear there has been an increase in the festivities recently. There's a change in the air. The underground itself must be going through a metamorphosis. I see many newcomers every single day. I see many newcomers every single day. I do. Seen anybody who caught your eye? A couple. It is hard to tell since even masks get swapped out with frequency in this area. Oh, there is this one gentleman. What is his name? Absinthe? Well, I plain forgot, but he came by last month, quite the charmer, and left a great tip too. Oh, he was just a delight. I also tended to a famous baker called Leva. You know, the one who made those divine earthenberry brooches? I don't know that word. I don't have the heart to stop her rambling. Instead, I make a mental note of the names for later use and if needed. The measuring tape loosens around my waist as she takes a moment to note down the final number. Did you say you wanted a suit or a dress, dear? Oh, a suit. Or a dress. Not that me wearing a suit is wrong. In my head, I thought a dress and I just said suit. Like, it was right there and a dress. Jeez. Very well. She nods carefully, writes down some details in her notebook. I hope you won't mind me taking some creative liberties with this. Far from it. I encourage it. Thank you, dear. We make our way back outside where Francesco is waiting, wallet in hand. How long will it take for this piece to get ready? To be ready? The excitement in his voice is obvious. I could pay extra if you'll make it a priority, madam. When will you be needing it? Tomorrow. That is very short notice. Creating a full body piece in the amount of time is beyond ambitious. Consider a week instead. No, please, I'll pay you double. He raises his voice. The sudden desperation confuses me. Surely he's not that impatient. Femboy 3, the Messiah Club can wait, and so can I. I'll pay triple. Please, madam. There's not that much time. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is what I'm thinking. I think that he has the same disease as I have. And he's coming down here to try to find the lunar ichor as well. Maybe we're coming down here for the same reasoning. I kind of thought that for a second. Like when he was, when he first got introduced, I was like, I feel like we're gonna at least meet somebody down here who has the same want. coming down here for. So I think that's what it's for. And that's probably why, because he said, like, his family was, like, overbearing and was scared to leave him down here. Okay, so why would they let him go down here if he didn't have a good reason? Or it was just to have fun? That doesn't really make any sense to me. So, my hypothesis is he's coming to look for the same thing, and that's why he's going to the club, to hopefully find somebody who has it. Dougal tip. Wait, what? Perplexed, I try to meet Francesco's gaze, but he's focused on the elderly woman. Hey, no answer. 275 rum. Is that the currency down here? Rum? If you want it, or is it just rum? If you want it in time for tomorrow, that is my best offer. Oh, thank you. We'll take it. I raise my voice to protesting, as the amount of essentially equates to a monthly paycheck. Are you out of your mind? I can't accept that kind of gift. What's wrong with waiting? Finally, he turns to face me, lips set into a thin line, an expression completely unlike him. Please, Dougal. I still don't understand. What does time have to do with any of this? He wouldn't know, would he? No. I take another long look at the boy in front of me. See, okay, you know what I hate? I hate that it's using the word boy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that. I do not like that. That's like saying girl. Anyways, okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. With his earnest body language and the perfectly manicured hands that curl around his purse. He has a purse? Well, I certainly don't know anymore. Where's the purse at? The tailor reaches out to accept payment from Francesco, so quickly I think she's afraid of me changing his... me changing his... I understand it now. Please, come back tomorrow night. Thank you, madam. He turns back around to face me and smiles softly, almost nervously. Let's go, Dougal. Without another word, we leave the street and make our way back to the bridge, air thick with tension. I know for a fact we both feel it, that the weight of our chests, but we don't... I know for a fact we both feel it, that weight in our chest, but we don't breach the silence. Got it. We begin following the stream downwards, eyes fixated on the water. It shimmers like a pool of ink in darkness, opaque and midnight-colored. Several theories have formed in my head. He's either got a secret of his own, or he is nothing more than a petulant child. Okay, why are we using the word child? I'm about to close out of the game, because what's going on? Why are we using the words teenager and child? I do not like that. I do not like this. Okay. With no concept of patience. But that doesn't seem right. My stomach twists into knots. Maybe he's afflicted by Frictimonium too. That's what I just said. Then I stop those thoughts dead in my tracks. I'm being unreasonable. We arrive at the point... No, I don't think we are. We're not being unreasonable. We arrive at the point where the river flows into a small opening on the side of the stone wall, and we can no longer progress around us. Voices that have hushed and glowworm lights barely illuminate our faces. I don't waste any time to turn to face him. Hi, Erica! You pop in and then you say goodnight. No. Francesco. He nearly jumps at the sound of his real name. What's got you agitated? Well, I just got a little too excited about the event. I'm sorry, Dougal. A little too excited? Right. Nah, I ain't letting that go. Nah. Bullshit. Nice try. Instead of trying to pull the wool over my eyes, you ought to admit there's something you're hiding from me. So you're lacking time. But why is that? He's semi-stunned into silence, lip quivering, his head droops. Again, the guilt rears into its ugly head, but I brush it off, focusing entirely on the man. Okay, see, okay, this is great. This is great vocabulary here. The man, not the boy, the man. The man in front of me. It's not as though you're not it's not as though you're not hiding anything from me either. I feel my pulse accelerating. Of course, he's right, but that doesn't stop me from curling my lips in distaste, thankfully hidden away behind the privacy of my mask. Is it really so wrong to hide? Oh, God, I keep reading it. Is it really so wrong to hide some things? His voice raises in volume. Is it, Dougal? Is it, Dougal? Is it... God. Okay, hold on. I can... Is it, Dougal? Is it really so wrong to withhold information in the underground? I'm staying to my ground. Hey, you chose me to go on an adventure with you. I need to know who you are. No, it isn't wrong. Then... But I never claimed I was going to be fair and righteous either. You just decided that after we had our conversation. Until you tell me what you're hiding, I will not trust you. A while ago, I was watching JoJo. You mean JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Is that what you mean? If so, I haven't watched that, but it is on my list to watch. Oh, short. Until you tell me what you're hiding, I will not trust you. Heavy silence drapes over our shoulders like thick, suffocating cloak. Like a thick, suffocating cloak. I'm agitated and I can tell he is too. Then he takes a deep breath. I don't need you to trust me. That's not what I asked for. All I wanted is for you to be a partner during this adventure. It's a little hard to embark on a life-changing journey with someone you believe might stab you in the back. What? He almost physically recoils. You heard me. Is he shaking? Dude, chill out. Like, I'm not gonna do anything, bro. Dougal's not that crazy. Dougal is just standing around. Did I take it too far? No, this is precaution. Yeah, honestly, it is. I mean, Dougal, we've been laced 3 times, alright? So, I mean, we gotta take some caution. That being said, he's the only clue I've got. And if there's a chance he could actually help, I need to stop tearing him down. I mean, we know he can help. He's got money. He's got shmoney. Alright? He's loaded. Give me some money. I'll just go. No, don't leave. Before he has a chance to turn around and walk off, I speak up again. I'm sorry. I don't actually mean it. That was unnecessary. The paranoia has gotten to me. He seems unsure how to react. Yeah, you don't know this, Francesco, but the past 5 save files, a lot's happened. Have you had your chest broken before? Yes. But I don't need to lash out on you because of it. It's okay, I understand. Finally, some semblance of peace replaces the previous crushing tension, and we breathe easier. Eventually, Francesco glances over to the streets behind us, still alive with constantly changing crowds and vendors and music, and I realize I've forgotten how much time has passed. Though I'm not tired yet, my biological clock tells me it's time to get some rest. Will I see you tomorrow then, Dougal? Of course. Okay. I'm gonna go back and choose the other options. Let me apologize. I need to let it go. Pushing him won't get me anywhere. I cannot let my own stubbornness be my own downfall. You're right. Saying those words is harder than I care to admit. We both have our reasons. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize, please. He comes a little closer, hand reaching out. Oh, dude, don't touch me, please. Comes a little closer, hand reaching out from my arm. His fingers barely brush against my sleeve as he retracts them just as quickly. You don't need to explain. As long as I can't offer an explanation of my own, then it's unfair of me to ask you. His smile is hesitant at first, but when I give him a nod, it breaks out in full force. Thank you for understanding. I'm glad you're being honest with me, even though we do not know each other so well. All good. Even though I'm back at the square one. Oh, dude. Francesco is not written right there, so I don't know why I keep saying it in his little Discord mod voice. Even though I'm back at square one, I feel slightly relieved. Somewhere deep inside, I really don't think he's lying. Eventually, Francesco glances over to the streets behind us, still alive with constantly changing crowds and vendors and music, and I realize I've gotten... Okay. So I feel like if I would have proceeded with the last conversation, I would have gotten like a bad ending or like a middle ground ending. I don't know what type of word I'm trying to think of, but I just can't think of it apparently. Though I'm not tired yet, my biological clock. Will I see you tomorrow then, Dougal? Of course. I subconsciously check my pockets, relieved to find the keys to the Leaping Bear still lying next to my coin purse. With that, and a quick farewell, we part ways. Now that I'm finally alone, the exhaustion comes back full force, and with that, I stop dead in my tracks as a dizzy spell washes over me. Dude. If being laced doesn't take me out, this disease is just gonna make me pass out every 5 seconds. Like, why are we always just going out, blacking out? My hands grab at the air of the nearest object of support, in this case, the railing next to the water. Shit. I let the wave of nausea pass with a couple of deep breaths. Dude, if you gotta throw up, you gotta throw up. It'll make you feel 10 times better. Trust. Then the sensations leave, as though they'd never happened in the first place. I should stay out of here much longer. I shouldn't stay out here much longer. Not in this kind of state. Facts. Yeah, you gotta get out of there. Who knows where we'd end up if you just passed out on the side of the street. Probably in the priest's basement. I'm calling. He'd be my first guess. The way back to the Limping Bear is straightforward. Thankfully. The moment my bedroom door closes behind me, I collapse onto the wooden floor. I make quick work of my mask and toss it aside, relieved to breathe normally again. At least sleep comes quickly now. Not even the worries of how tomorrow will keep me awake. Morning, good morning. When I manage to peel my eyes open, I don't know what time it is. I suspect I've overslept, judging by how crusty and famished I'm feeling. At least my mind feels clearer than it does yesterday, and I eventually make my way downstairs and towards the bar, where I order some oatmeal as usual. Today it's served with different toppings: caramelized coconut flakes and dark burgundy-colored syrup. A taste test reveals it is concentrated of black currant. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Ooh. Tonight has the potential for being the biggest mess. I need all the energy I can get. I don't allow myself to dwell on those thoughts for too long, and soon enough I'm out amongst the stalls and wares once more. The wares are all in all no different from usual. Am I reading that right? I think so. I don't know. Am I reading any of it right? Each stall was... Oh my gosh. God, Jesus. Each stall will swap inventories once in a while, but the chance of anything rare popping up is minuscule at best. I start to recognize the owner's masks, and they mine. With each passing minute, I'm more and more tempted to go find Francesco. It feels like the only way I'm going to advance my search in any significant way. My fingernails dig into my palm. I should go ahead. I've been searching for a while. I easily find my way back to the tailor's stall, where we agreed to meet again. Francesco is already here, leaning against the wall. Thank you! Thank you for joining in! Have a good night! Sleep well! Francesco is already here, leaning against the wall so as soon as... Oh my... Francesco is already here, leaning against the wall, so as soon as to not get in the way. Jeez. You're early, Femboy 3. Dougal. Yes, I just couldn't sit still, so I decided to come here as fast as possible. How long have you been waiting? His silence tells me everything I need to know. Let's pick out your outfit first. I believe it's ready now. His lips widen into a soft smile. The tailor beckons me inside, where she hands me the completed garment. My fingers instantly glide over the surface of the material, and it feels like pure luxury. Once it's on me, the floor-length dress hugs my every curve. Its neckline dips low, revealing my collarbones and chest in an extremely flattering way. It's an instant confidence boost that makes me stand up straighter. The silk feels divine against my skin. I find myself missing the privacy and safety of my cloak offers, so I'm pleasantly surprised to see an additional cloak placed aside for me, embellished with swirling patterns. The hood comes up again, but I leave a gap. Yes. I have water. I just haven't been drinking. It's next to me. I've been drinking Coke like a. I won't say it. But I leave the gap. Okay, the hood comes up, but I leave a gap in the cloak to reveal the silk underneath. That feels much better. When I step outside of the changing room to reveal my outfit, the tailor quickly smooths some wrinkles away and otherwise nods satisfied. Quite stunning. Do you like it? Do I ever? Thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Don't you mention it. We're grateful of your generous patronage. After stashing my previous outfit into the cloth bag, I make my way towards Francesco, who instantly goes rigid, lips nearly trembling. Where did he go? Pax? I heard him shake and bake, but now he's gone. I hope you did pay her triple. She's done a pretty good job. She did. His voice almost comes out as a squeak. I'm going to assume that you like what you're seeing. Mm-hmm. He pauses. I don't know what to do with myself right now. You look nothing of short magnificent. This is everything I could have hoped for. His compliment feels genuine enough to make me smile. Thank you, Femboy 3. I think we'll look wonderful while we dance. He goes quiet for a little bit, then blushes again. You're welcome, and I agree. I'm sure they won't be able to keep their eyes off of you. Shall we? I nod in the direction we're heading in. Yes, right. We bid the tailor farewell and turn around to leave. The side streets that we follow take us straight to the entertainment district, where the brothels and the bars are pressed together around every corner in barely controlled chaos. Among it all, the Messiah Club. Am I saying that right? The Messiah Club? I think so. Hopefully. Seems worn down. I think I've said that like 3 times now. I get self-conscious. Because I'm dumb. The facade has long since lost its colors, And the only indication of it being said club is a metal sign hanging loosely as at the front. At first glance, see, I feel like we're gonna see Oleander here. Well, well, wait. We've already okay. Since I'm going off the previous save file, technically I've already seen Oleander in this, so maybe we'll see him again. I hope so. I liked his story, okay? Maybe I'm biased. At the first glance, it doesn't even seem like they want guests. But the back carpet paving the entryway and slow stream of smoke emanating from somewhere within tells me otherwise. The bouncer, dude, he's got a plague doctor mask on? What is that thing? You know what it also reminds me of? It reminds me of one of the Anbu Black Ops masks. Because there's a person in the Anbu that has, probably just a side character, that has like a Raven mask. No, it wasn't Itachi. No, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, the bouncer with the chrome mask allows us through after a quick glance. Don't give us any reason to kick you out, or you'll pay dearly. Excuse me. To my horror, Francesco stops in his tracks and faces the bouncer. Please don't threaten people so casually. It's quite hurtful. And boy 3! He can't be serious. You got a problem, punk? Oh no. Well, yes. You really hurt my queen. She's standing right behind me. But she'll probably have to hold me back from you and actually fight for me. Because I just can't. Oh yes, we haven't done anything to warrant this kind of treatment. Oh, sorry. Well, yes, we haven't done anything to warrant this kind of treatment. It costs nothing to be kinder to those around you. Hold. You want to tell me how it is to do my job, punk? The gravelly, smoky voice cuts through my objection. Why don't I take you out back in the alley and show you how things work around here, huh? That won't be necessary. Like I said, I knew Dougal's the man in this situation. Sorry for the trouble. I'll take care of him. Oh, no, you won't. Just as my hand reaches out for Francesco's arm to pull him out of the way, the bouncer's grip encloses around my wrist. I want to bet that somebody... Well, okay. Okay, here's my hypothesis on what the next frame is going to be. Oleander's going to step in, or it's going to be his 2 guards. Because he has guards. So I think that's what's going to happen. Not today. Little snobs like you who run their smart-ass mouths piss me off the most. And now you want to fucking lecture me? No! Cool it, we're just coming through. My attempt at freeing myself is futile. They've already gotten a hold of Francesco's fancy coat with a merciless tug. I hear him... Dude, of course he whimpers. I expect nothing else. I hear him whimpering from the side. Give me a reason why I shouldn't beat you both senseless right now. Because you don't want to smear the Messiah Club reputation. They're not paying you enough for this. When silence settles between us, I brace myself for the worst. What can I say? What can I say? I'm good at making decisions. Then the bouncer's grip loosens. Bold of you to assume I care about this dump's reputation. Yeah, but you moved away, so... I meet their gaze through our mask eye holes. I would take slow measured steps towards the entrance. If he decides to cause any more trouble in there, nobody will find... Okay, so I wonder if I chose the other option, if, it would have led to, like, his guards coming in. I don't know, maybe. Or I was just wrong. I was probably just wrong. Nobody will find your corpses tonight. Okay. An ugly icy ship. Why'd the music just get crazy? An ugly, icy shiver trickles down my spine, but not before I drag my companion inside and out of the crow's reach. Hey, I was right, crow mask. My hands grab at Francesco's arm, and I give it a warning squeeze as I tuck him closer to myself. I feel him squirms, but he holds his tongue. Coming through. Yeah, if I can watch it. I feel like the the suspenseful music was a little late in that situation. I feel like that should have happened when my freaking choice was going on. No sound cue for that at all. We disappear through the entrance and into the darkened corridor that leads to the bustling cloakroom and sets of bathrooms. It wasn't noticeable at all from the outside, but place is quite packed. Now, standing in a line in hopes of shredding our outerwear, I take a moment to send a stern look through my mask in the boy's direction. I don't need to tell you that wasn't very clever. Next time you want to play the hero, give me a heads up beforehand. But his response doesn't come as we fall into this familiar silence. My grip around him softens. Instead, I move my hand to give his arm a gentle rub. Francesco. No, I understand. I should have interfered with their job. His crestfallen posture makes my heart unexpectedly ache. Dude, I do not feel a bit bad. Pick your own fights, little guy, okay? As it dawns upon me that I feel genuinely bad for scolding him. You were trying to maintain our dignity, so thank you for that. His head droops lower. I've caused you so much trouble, Dougal. I'm sorry. Did I say I caused you so much Dougal Dougal? Is that what it said? Maybe. Raise your head. That's alright. Here, let me take your cloak. I was not expecting that. I will say I was not expecting that. That was a cloak? Why didn't it have a hood? Alright. When he unbuttons his said cloak with delicate fingers, it reveals a crisp, freshly ironed shirt underneath in a silvery color that shivers under the muted lights. It complements his warm bronze skin to perfection. Even more stunning are the strands of jewelry underneath, all connecting into a gorgeous centerpiece that frames his collarbones beautifully. Very pretty. Thank you. It's my favorite outfit, actually. Thanks. Okay. I can see why it fits you like a glove. I hand over my belongings. I beg to differ that Dougal would mess with this character. Like, I feel like Dougal in every other situation was kind of a baddie, but in this situation, I don't know. I don't know. I hand over his belongings, my own bag, minus the purse that I refuse to part with, to the person in charge, and I pocket the numbered coin they give me in return. With my outfit exposed, I don't miss the way Francesco's gaze lingers on me. Slowly but surely, my previous tension melts away. The low thumb of the bass in the background floods our senses. The smoke blurs the halls, transforming it with swirling haze. So were we here? Okay. Were we here in the playthrough of Oleander? Or was it not this place? It may not have been. I don't know. I thought I could make out a smell, but I'm mistaken. The smoke is thick and odorless. We should be safe here. I'm ready to go now. Well, let's go in. I'll hold out my arm towards him and he takes it, linking us together as we make our way through the rest of the corridor, leading us to the main dance floor. I was about to say, they better have music playing during this part. Yeah! Yeah!
It's not giving 2000 Clubs vibes, but I'll take it. Once inside, I instantly shield my eyes with my free hand. Ugh. Although there's a substantial amount of smoke clouding the room, there's no mistaking what we see there. Huge streams of light spilling down on the floor from the ceiling, flickering on and off at the slow rhythmic pace, close to matching the music itself. Sorry, I'm disgusted. The music is unlike anything I've ever heard before. The instruments sound completely foreign. Most of the soundtrack relies on hushed vocals and some kind of hollow set of percussions. Around us, the sleek wooden walls are raised high, painted in a matte black that crumbles at the corners. It's clearly a well-used room that has seen decades of parties and debauchery. Is that what that word is? Probably. And it makes me wonder what kinds of people pass through here. When I look towards Francesco, I see his reaction. His mouth is slightly ajar. Not what you were expecting? No, this is better. It's better. I can't wait to dance. Let's dance. We're surrounded by a mass of people already under the influence of something, though I have a hard time telling what. Many are clinging to each other, desperate for physical touch. That... God, I hate that. Others dance on their own, focused so intently on the music that I think they wouldn't even notice if someone set the place on fire. There is determination and purpose to their every movement. I thought the lights and gas would affect us a lot quicker. Maybe we still need to give it some time. My companion has already moved closer to the center, walking in the sync of the music. His hips are swaying slightly, his shoulders loose. Dude, what a goober! Why are we here with him? I keep my distance at first. I'm not sure how to feel about this atmosphere yet. What I do know is that several other dancers already have their eyes on Francesco, and it is not hard to see why. He's really good at dancing. Dude, I'm imagining the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when he comes out of the building and he is infected with the symbiote. That's what I think he's doing right now. That's what I'm envisioning. I find it surprisingly difficult to avert my gaze from the scene. His whole body language transforms with every beat. Like, I just can't imagine a complete metamorphosis happening right before my eyes. On occasion, he slows, stagnates, almost as though hesitant, as though still in the process of shaking off the rust. Then, with another confident step, he rises and embraces the music. I have to force myself over to the counter to pick up some drinks, as the image of I have to get the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man dance out of my head. Okay. I have to force myself over to the counter to pick up some drinks. As the image of Francesco dancing in an almost sensual, otherworldly fashion leaves my mouth dry. 2 sour gills, please. Please, thank you. I'm quite embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Dougal's not embarrassed. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. The bartender makes quick work of the... Maybe he's good. Maybe he's actually good. I don't know. I find it hard to believe. Work of my order. Lime, peel, blueberries, chunks of ice, a couple of lugs of some nondescript liquor. I smell its refreshing whiff even from where I'm standing. She slides a glass in front of me in one smooth motion, and I quickly pay up. Throat itching for a sip of something cold. Well, this sucks, doesn't it? Dougal, just go somewhere else. I'm
By the time I find Francesco again, he's not alone. And an eccentrically outfitted dancer sways with him. Is there two there, or is it like the frame is if two are there, or if one was there? I don't know. Sways with him, and another has their frigging. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna be so honest. Another has their fingertips digging into the sides of his hips, leaning down to whisper something sweetly in his ear. If I have to read that, I will end the stream. He shifts slightly, adjusting his moves to match the crowded surroundings he now finds himself in. I'm hit with the realization that they look really good, all of them, engulfed by the club's heat, soaking in the burgundy lights. And then I feel a familiar tightness in my chest. What? My lips twist in displeasure. It's jealousy. I'm jealous. Absolutely pathetic. It feels petty, the idea of the stranger would make me feel anything of the variety, but here I am. I consider it, though, the thought for a while. Oh, no, I'm not doing something about it. I barely know this guy. Leave. Huh. I decided to hang back at the bar, leaning against the cat. No, go dance with somebody else. Like, you don't have to. Go. Go find Oleander. Find somebody else. I'll take the priest at this point. I decided to hang back at the bar, leaning against the counter with our drinks. There is really no point in me interfering. I take a long gulp. No, just take both of them. Take both the drinks. He's having his own fun. Just take both the drinks. I take a long gulp of my sour gill, savoring the. Is that what that is, or is it Jill? I don't know. The trail of fire leaves it behind with the subtle aftertaste of citrus. It's not long before I can help myself and peek up back at Francesco, who is still engrossed in the music. The second dancer presses their torso into his back and reaches over to tilt his chin, diving in to claim his parted lips. That is until he politely but firmly holds up a hand to stop their approach. They exchange words and the stranger leaves. The other one follows soon when they see he's uninterested in anything other than dancing. He's assertive when he wants to be Okay, he's assertive when he wants to be interesting. I take the opportunity to come over with his drink. Oh my god. No! I want to go home. Are you having fun, Femboy 3? Dougal, I am. There's something very special about dancing to the music you really love. I'd go for the whole night if I could. We're no rush. Don't worry about curfews on my account. Yes! He's bouncing with Thea's and makes a smile unwittingly creep up to my lips under the mask. The music speeds up a notch. Now I'm fully immersed in the center of the club. I take a deep breath, and I realize with cautious skepticism that I feel no different than usual. I should at least feel some brain fog, slowness. Somehow by now we've been here long enough for it to enter our system. Francesco seems to be affected though, tipsy looking almost. My eyes chill over his dancing figure, the elegant movements, the passionate whip back of his hair, and I know he doesn't have a care in the world right now. So what gives? This is so much fun. His hands pull me towards no. His hand pulls me towards him as we stumble into the rhythmic dance of our own. I keep him upright, he keeps me moving. We form a symbiosis of pattern movements. What? Did I read that right? Movements and clumsy twirls until it smooths out and we find our balance. The steady bass reverberates within my chest. Yeah, it is. The blurry lace strings go down without resistance. It hits me, not long after, that I too feel free. Amidst the crowd of strangers, the dim strobing lights, oh god, great, and ever so slightly too loud music. Nobody will remember me tonight except for the person in front of me. Francisco twirls me again, face lighting up with a smile I can only describe as euphoric. Under my mask, I smile back. I'm about to raise my hands in an effort to dance more when the song ends in almost abrupt manner. Jesus, I'm having a stroke. In its stead, a heavy, deeply bassy pulsation spreads throughout the room. It's unlike anything I've ever felt before. Rhythm so intense it reaches into my chest and I grasp my heart. What's happening? Someone must have gotten a little creative with the music sheets. It feels harder to get words out. They swim like syrup across my tongue. This rhythm is like... Francisco stumbles again harder to try his best to support his weight on my shoulders. It's a heartbeat. The light pulsate in unison, growing. The lights pulsate in unison, glowing with bright shades of red and pink and browns. The smoke too changes. There's a distinct smell, the smoke too changes. There's this distinct smell to it now. Something slightly leathery and earthy. It's intoxicating. I try to refocus my thoughts on more productive things, such as maybe leaving, but my mind is clouded by slowly increasing haze. There's too much time. There's not much time. What? What? Francisco is leaning on my shoulder, steadying his breathing. I catch a whiff of his scent. Oh god, I hate when they say that shit. His scent. I catch a whiff of his scent. A what? A patchouli? Yeah, sure. A hint of sage, something warm. It's completely unexpected. Has he always smelled this good? Has he always been this close? Hey, Pinboy 3. He nuzzles in closer. Hey, get it together. This isn't what we came here for. He peeks up perfectly still for a while. Is it not? Attending a glorified musical hormone? A musical hormone? Hormone bath. No, I don't think so. I have to force myself to push him back into an upright position where he stands in a daze. Taking in his slowly morphing surroundings, then he crumples back onto me. We feel it. It's an increase in temperature. The surge of pheromones that musk in the air. It's so tangible and intense. Dude, why is she barking again? Is the skunk back for more? She's literally crazy. So tangible and intense that even complete strangers fall into each other's arms. He gasps, and I know why. Whatever this cocktail of mind-altering components is, it's very effective. Around his hands rove. But around his hands rove over bare shoulders, fingers curl, thick locks of hair, lips meshed together in pure desperation. It is a wild and untapped and so very raw. Well, I mean, I guess okay. With every bassy beat, I feel my grip on reality fading. Francesco has never looked so mouth-watering. It takes everything in me not to throw myself on the boy. See, why are we saying boy? Why are we saying boy in this instance? God, I hate that. The unbuttoned shirt, the creamy, slightly damp skin it reveals, the way he's staring up at me like I'm the only one that can anchor himself onto. Whoa, brother. Nope. Nope. Hey, beautiful. The voice in my ear makes me stand on end. It's a petite person with a bright, breathy voice clanging onto the fabric of my cloak. Their lips. Ah! Oh, I forgot. Like, I'm actually really short because in comparison of like all the other characters. What's going on? What's happening? It's a petite person with a bright, breathy voice clinging onto the fabric of my cloak. Their lips nip at the shell of my ear insensitely as I attempt to free myself from their grip. Dude, like, okay, what's going on? Petite person. Just so tight. Couldn't help but notice your outfit. You in need of company? No, thank you. I suppress the uncomfortable flush of heat in my body and uncurl their fingers. Don't touch me like that. I need something. I need help. What? No. Get away from my kitten. She's only here for me. My head whips back up to see Francesco with his arm outstretched towards the crowd, panicking. What's going on? My purse! Oh. Dude, not his man purse! No! No! They took my purse. Of all the times. When I turn around to throw the person off me for good, they've already vanished into nothing. Well, they are petite. They're easy to get out of certain situations. I'm briefly seized by panic as I pat myself to check for all my belongings, but it seems their hands didn't make it under my cloak, so I breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Then, with an adrenaline quickly leaving my system, the haze reclaims me. Come on. Let's find your purse and give those thieves a piece of our mind. Yes. He fidgets nervously, withering on the spot. I can tell he's holding himself back to the point of discomfort. Let's find them. Okay, it's not timed. I'm saving because this is a lot of choices. I'm gonna say, honestly, okay, if you're stealing a purse, and if it was I'm assuming it's the two dancers, I would say they would meet in the bathroom. Bathrooms tend to be a decent hiding spot in most clubs, as they're packed with people. We have to wedge ourselves in between long waiting lines, instead shuffling past anxious patrons and a handful of groaning dancers with blister-inducing heels. Do you actually think they would have come here, Diggle? Well, hiding among crowds is one of the oldest tricks in the book. Doesn't hurt to give it a try. Hey, quit pushing. What? Groan? We pushed it for a little longer, but see nobody out of place. Let's go back. Okay, so that was wrong. Where to next? Okay. I guess on the front of the soundstage, I know nothing. Up close to the musicians, I feel a deep pulsations even more. This part of the club is especially affected. Clothes litter the floor and the maskers strewn about. Yeah. Nothing here? I check with Francesco, who shakes his head slowly. No, nothing. His gaze lingers on me, two barely dressed dancers rubbing against each other, and I have to give his arm a short tap. It's too loud here, we have to go. Yeah. Keep your eyes to yourself, Femboy 3. They'll think you want to join. No, that's not it. We pushed... Right, Femboy 3, right. We pushed past the scantily clad crowd and keep searching when some of the masks of the floor seemed to grab his attention. They were wearing these masks. Oh, okay. So they've been through here, just their masks and everything. The slippery bastards. We need to keep going. Yes. Okay. Where to next? Okay. So... I would say they probably went out the club entrance. I dread the idea of crossing paths with the crow bouncer again, but time is not on our side. Besides, where else would they go? We travel quickly, only stopping when we reach the exit, taking in our surroundings. Nobody here. The bouncer surveys us with wary eyes. You lot. We're sorry for the trouble. Have you seen two people in the crack mask run out of here? No, but I can arrange for that. Come here, punk. Dude. I didn't even do nothing this time. Excuse me? This better not be happening again. It's no use. Let's go back inside. Yeah, that's right. Run while you can. I bite back another insult before nudging Francesco back inside with me, and we sigh in near unison. That person is not having a good day, I think. I don't think they ever do. They pause for a second. Where to next? Well, dude, I don't know. I know nothing. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but the far corner of the club is decorated with dark velvet drapes to cover some peeling paint and a few empty armchairs. There's nothing here. That is, except for the lone shirtless customer who's busy filling a tiny glass pipe with a clear liquid. I don't need to ask to know what that isn't not. I don't need to ask to know that it's probably not water. You need something? Not from here, no. I don't mind sharing. Your drugs? I think I'll pass. Besides me, Francesco pipes up, but I shoot him a warning look before he has the chance to say anything. Not now, you rascal. You're right. He turns to his senses, keeping his eyes peeled on our surroundings. It's the good stuff, though. The sight actually strikes me as rare. His mask barely covers his face, and so I see his eyes. Tired, lidded eyes. The bass is only getting more intense by the second. My body feels so unbelievably heavy. For a second, I'm almost tempted to have a seat with him. That second quickly passes as I remember my purpose for being here in the first place. Have you seen a short duo with high-pitched voices and cracked masks, quick on their feet? Maybe. Memory's foggy, though. Vaguely remember someone carrying something. Loud metallic sounds, that's about it. That might just be our lead. We could be going in the right direction. We'll just need to be on our way. Thanks. Well, oh. Bro. We'll just be on our way. Thanks. Jesus. Enjoy the night. No, Femboy 3 has lost his man purse. We gotta find it. I only have two options. I feel like I've done everything wrong. We're back at the bar where I previously ordered our drinks, but it's eerily empty for such a busy night. Well, of course, everyone is more interested in each other. Have you seen anybody suspicious coming through here? The bartender's semi-raised mask exposes sweaty, pallid skin and barely trembling lips, like she's close to passing out. No, what do you mean by suspicious? They were two fairly short people. Their masks were cracked, I think, and they were awfully fast. If they came through here, I didn't see them. Although, now that you mention it. Did you see two people who hung around here for a little bit? Didn't order anything, though. Just left after a few seconds. I'm guessing you didn't see where they were headed. My head is blasting. Thank you anyways. Yes. Alright, we'll find them. We can't go on much longer, though. This music is getting intense. Well, I've only got one option left, so what can I really mess up here? Actually, I don't think... I doubt we'll find them at this point. It's been too long. How much did you have in your purse? Back of the dance floor. Again, we rustled through the tight formations of people and managed to squeeze our way to the back. We're greeted where we are greeted by another dark wall. See anybody you recognize? No, I don't think so. He's growing more tense by the minute. I don't blame him. This is awful. We trail along the edge of the wall from one end of the club to another, narrowly dodging couples clothes and the occasional passed out drunk on the floor. It's growing unbearably hot in here. Every breath feels like an inhaling tepid vapors. The people on the side of the club are too distracted to offer any coherent answer. I can't blame them either. Should we look somewhere else? Yeah, there's nothing here. Stay calm. Okay, so the whole point is for not to find them? Like, why do I have to go through 10 different options to not find them? Or is there a way to find them? I just have to do it in the right order. Wait. Was this because I was petty and didn't fear? Was this because I was just trying to let him have a good time? Probably. My fault. Oh, that's unfortunate. What if I quickly go through this? Hold on. That's what it was before. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Why can't I skip this part? We're doing something about it this time. I'm gonna save this right here. Do something about it. I don't like this. Seeing them claim him for themselves. Okay, well, okay. We don't have to do it on a jealousy standpoint. I can't believe I'm doing this. Another warm surge of power floods my veins as I make my way towards the dance floor, locking eyes with Francesca for a split second before concentrating on the unwelcome guests. Hey. Hey, darling. They sound just barely slurred. What's wrong, Dougal? Hands off that boy. What are you talking about? We're just having a good time. The other stranger chimes in. Yeah, you don't own him.
Maybe oh. I hate the way this list is playing out, but I think this is the best decision. I don't feel like myself. Come here, Femboy 3. Seriously, you're one of those? Francesca searches my gaze, baffled. So sad. We're just here for a good time. Loosen up, pal. Little pal. Dougal. I really shouldn't have to repeat myself. He's mine. The words come out more forcefully than I expected. With a slight grumble, they slink away, disappearing into the darkness, the crowd around us. When they're gone, the sense of warmth leaves me. My shoulders loosen, my jaw unclenches, and I feel in control again. What? What just happened? Just got a little carried away. Dougal, I'm not yours. No, you're not. You're a free person. But as long as we're doing this together, you're under my protection. I can barely make it out amidst the dim lighting, but I notice his face, flushing scarlet. Yes, I understand. The music speeds up a notch. Now fully immersed in the Centric Club, I take a deep breath, and I realize with cautious skepticism that I feel no different than usual. I should at least have some brain fog. Dude, they still steal it anyways? I just did that. That's some bullshit for real. Okay, so we're back. Don't tell me those were your life savings. His breath hitches. I had no choice. I had to take it all with me. What? Shit. We stand in uncertain silence for a while, slowly weighed down by a realization of what just happened. It's not your fault, Dougal. You couldn't help it. There's nothing I can do right now. Authorities, if you want to call them that, are useless here. People are victims of petty thieves all the time. These thieves could have also just shed their masks and blended into the crowd and we would be no wiser. Tell me, what are you going to do now? His lower lip trembles. I'm going back up to my family. That is. Are you sure? He tenses up before unexpectedly raising his voice. What else can I do? I have nothing to pay for anything here. I'm a failure. There's no other way but up. We don't have to give up, Femboy 3. We don't have to. But I will. I dejected. He'd take a step back, then another. Brent, I'm sorry. Goodbye. He's gone before I can make another move, and I'm alone once again. I want to believe that the horrible feeling in my chest is a consequence of having lost a precious lead with Lunar Ichor. But I know it's because I've lost him now. All I can do is... Dude, are you telling me that it's gonna end there? What choices did I make that were wrong? All I can do is search more for the Ichor and perhaps for the stuffed purse. Perhaps a chance to see Francesco again. Even if that chance is slim but one. I have to pick it in the right order. Okay. Damn. I suck at this game. Okay. Main menu. I think that we go to... Search at the sound stage because that's where we find the mass.
I guess we just head it straight out. We travel quickly, only stopping when we reach the exit, taking our stuff. Nobody here. What do you mean nobody here? What am I supposed to do? Dude. Because at that point, we don't know that they ditched the masks, so... Okay, so they've talked to the guy that has the mask, then... Okay, I think the bar's the first choice that we're supposed to go. So, and then I'm thinking to the dark corner. And then I'm thinking to the front of the soundstage. And then I'm thinking club entrance. Nothing? I might have to look up what freaking order depicts these in, because I have no idea. Don't care. Okay. do? Dude. This is ridiculous having to look up how to do this. It says I'm supposed to have a freaking thing where it says I have a time set limit, but I don't. This is ridiculous. Having to watch this friggin'
Like, I'm fighting for my life. Play through the torture scene. Oh my god, there's a torture scene? Y'all, I'm getting upset. What do you mean I'm running out of time? I'm going crazy. Finally, I think I found it, finally. Okay, so there's a dark corner. There's the front stage. There's the bar. There's the center of the... That wasn't an option before.
By the time we make it to the very center of the crowd, I've lost Francesco again. This time I allow it. I can always reunite with him at a later point. That's not so much the case with his purse. My eyesight is starting to blur a little bit at this point, and there's a heaty warmth swirling inside me, growing with every intake of smoke. But I do not see something. But I do see something. No way. Francesco is holding a coin pouch, standing in the front row of two very skittish people. In return, he holds out some cracked masks to them. I'm sorry. I hope you understand why I'm asking you to return this, but what you did was very kind. Was it very kind? Please take your mask back too, okay? Making a mess of the floor otherwise. He's lecturing them about theft. I've never met someone with so little common sense. Anyways, please don't do that again, okay? The thieves don't say a single word. Their eyes meet, and after a moment of uncomfortable silence, they leave after taking the mask from him. I finally join him. Good boy 3. Dougal, look, I got my money back. Oh, I'm just so happy I could dance. He stumbles, knees shaking. Well, you could dance, or you could take a break on one of those benches outside where we're not getting pumped full of pheromones. But we're only getting started. How did you manage to get a hold of the pouch anyways? I just asked them. You can't be serious. But I am. You know I wouldn't lie to you. What? What thief would just hand over their treasure? It makes no sense. Right. Inside me, doubt continues to claw relentlessly. What is it that really happened here? I don't have the time to ponder the question all that much because the haze swiftly returns to my mind. The blur heat of hot smoke and heartbeat like bass leaves my sanity hanging on by a thread. It's so hard to breathe. I turn to face Francesco again. He's squirming still, trying to shake off the heavy fog with some more dancing, only for his body to give up on him a few seconds later. Hey. No, I don't want to leave. I heave a shaky sigh, trying my utmost to stay sane. Then my hand finds its way to the top of his head and gives his hair a ruffle. He easily slumps under my touch. We have to. We're not safe here. I don't care. Well, I do. We'll come back someday. Someday, but for now, this isn't right. After a few seconds, a hazy silence, he nods and gazes back up, his lips twist in uncertainty. You promise we'll come back? Yeah, I promise. After one last peek around the crowded, pheromone-soaked local, we scurry towards the exit, stepping. God. Dude, that whole sequence made me so mad. Stepping over piles of clothing and dancers as we do. What seemed like a beginning of a night debauchery just a few minutes ago is starting to morph into something more aggressive. Gas rippled throughout the crowd when the first punch is thrown, then the second one results in the third. By the time we've made it out into the main room, the of screams and bloody knuckles. That could have been us. The cold cavern air has never felt so good before. I fill my lungs with it, taking in deep gulps of oxygen until I feel the fog slowly lifting from my mind. Every breath after that, my thoughts come easier. I'm overcome with relief, grounding myself 1 second at a time, and I see Francesco coming to his senses too. Looks like the smoke doesn't stay in the system all that long. The streets are still as alive as when we entered the club, and as quickly as we find ourselves on the road to a quieter location, Francesco falls into step beside me, hesitant. Dougal. Hey. Feeling a little better? Yes, but I acted strangely while I was under the influence, didn't I? His cheeks are deeply flushed. Well, that's hardly your fault. Were pretty hefty gases in the air. That's no excuse. I can only ask for your forgiveness, and I hope that I can make it up to you someday. His shoulders slunk, crestfallen. I think we completed our mission, though. Experiencing things, right? That includes awkward mishaps. Oh, we share a smile. Yes, I suppose you're right. Our footsteps take us back to the bridge where he first gave me his confession. The lanterns still soak our surroundings in rich reds, reflecting against the inky darkness of the river's surface. The only sound that cuts through the crowds buzzing in the background is the water's slow trickling. Finally, we've got a place to breathe. I hope you still had fun despite the interruption. Yes, I did. But did you? It was something, that's for sure. Oh, you better not be thinking of apologizing. The guilty tug of his lips tells me everything I need to know. Let's hang out for a little bit before we go. There's something I want to ask you. We both slumped down on the damp wooden boards of the bridge. Now that we're here, my mind hones back in on my actual goal, the lunar ichor. Lord have mercy. I want to press him some more on his family. There's still so much I don't know about the person in front of me, but I can't do that right now. My mind churns with possibilities. I'm relying on his apparent richness and influential family to be able to lead me to the ichor one way or another. I'd be indebted to them for life, but I would live at least. The chance of him lying is real, and so is the chance of his family not being able to afford it either. Then the chance of someone spending that amount on somebody they barely know is slim at best. Am I doing the right thing? I'm taking such an extreme risk. But if I search on the side, if I do search on the side and keep my eyes peeled, I decide that it's a risk that I'm willing to take. Dougal, huh? What do you want to ask me? No, it's nothing. I'm glad we met. Oh, yes, me too. If he's confused about my sudden withdrawal, he doesn't show it. Instead, he basks in the cavern air and the glowing lantern lights. We don't speak during the time. We just let the minutes pass until my back starts feeling a little sore and my stomach rumbles in protest. I'm gonna start heading back. Yes, it's about time to rest. Will you be alright getting back on your own? You're the one asking me. Yes, thank you. I'll be fine. Silent hangs in the air for a little moment until he reaches for my hand again. Just like when we had first met, he kisses the back of my hand. Then I'll see you soon. Tomorrow, maybe? You're on. When I start heading back, taking a long detour around the maze of stalls, I smile under my mask. I'm tired, but my new friend gives me energy. Enough energy to sweep through the nearly arrived merchandise one last time for the day and see if anyone has any new information. It doesn't take long for the creeping discomfort to prickle back on my neck. What? I speed up a little, but the sensation never leaves. When I turn around, I understand why. I'm faced with two people in masks and outfits that I can't help but recognize. His bodyguards. Hello, Dougal. I hope you don't mind us taking a bit of your time. After all, we've been spending a lot of time with the young master. The young master. That reminds me of freaking Dad. The young master. The young master. Is there something I can help you with? Naturally. It's simple, really. We need you to seize all contact with the young master. This is going to be rough. And why is that? He's an adult. He's free to make his own decisions. You're wrong. You live in two very different worlds. I believe you may not understand the kinds of responsibility he has on the surface. So please do him and us a favor by leaving him alone. Yes, I've done nothing wrong. You are getting in the way. Yes, in the way of his important duty. Consider this our first and last warning. I'm seething. I don't find it in me to answer them. Instead, I nod and wait until they're on their way. Okay. Treating me like some kind of scum. Ugh. That's all I can think of all the way back to the Leaping Bear. How can I meet with Francesco with these pesky guards watching our every move? So tired, too tired to think about it right now. The warm atmosphere of the inn and the clean sheets welcome me after an eventful night. I tear my mask off and toss it aside without much regard, collapsing onto the bed shortly after. There's still so much I need to do, but I have to take it one step at a time. And so, after closing my eyes, a dark dreamless sleep quickly takes me. The day after, I disregard the bodyguard's warnings and decide to make my way to our usual meeting spot on the bridge. It's a long shot, but Francesco would know to find me there. To find me here. And those guards cannot blame me for it. I doubt they'd hurt their young master either. Sure enough, after what I estimate to be an hour and a half of sitting myself down, I noticed him jogging over it with an unusually wide smile. Dougal! Nathan Boy 3. I'm so happy you still came. I thought... When I see him shake, I cast all my doubts aside and pull him in for a tight hug. Don't worry, no bodyguard will stop us from seeing each other. Oh. I feel the warmth in his fingers around the back of my head and around my waist. I'm sorry about their patronizing ways. They've always been like that, for as long as I can remember. Don't listen to them, please. Taking orders has never been my forte. We stand in silence, basking in the lantern lights and quiet ambience. Then he lifts his head. I figured out what to do next, by the way. Really now? Yes, I've always wanted to try silver dust. Wait, 3. Are you out of your mind? That stuff's addictive and expensive. It'll be only once. I'm sure it's okay. Okay. It's loud in my ears. Okay. What I was going to say was what I think's happening is that maybe perhaps like the lunar ichor doesn't exist, or it's like unobtainable, and that's the only reason his family let him come down here was to kind of live out his days until he dies, which is for the most part what they were doing too. So it's either they sent him down here to find the lunar ichor, or his family sent him down here to live out his days, finally get to do what he wants to do before he dies. What was my other option that I said before? I cannot recall. Because that freaking whole segment frustrated the ever-living shit out of me. Well, if you insist. Can't promise I'll be along for the ride, though. I just need you by my side, that's all. He's so irresponsible, but I can't leave him alone. Please? Alright, but you should probably skedaddle before your babysitters find you. Yes, you're right. Okay. Let's meet back up here tonight. Does that sound good? It's perfect. Go on now. We both turn around and make ourselves scarce, but I know we're both smiling. Because despite all these circumstances, we're doing okay. That's so cute. The best ending. Okay. Because I know I made the right choices up until that point. Okay. I know I was being mean in the beginning for him. But I like him. And I think his story is going to be actually really good. And to be honest with you, I think his story is going to end up being sad. Because he's gullible. Okay, so nice. Got that one. So we're going to go through the credits here. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, you're still here. Not surprised. So. I got the last picture. Right? Not the warnings. I got the last one. That one's got a great style. I mean, image 1 of 2 locked. You've got to be fisting me. I thought I got both of those. Extra story? Hold on. You emerge from your room into the main dining place of the inn. The Leaping Bear is almost cozy, at least by standards of the underground. The fire crackles away, bathing the entire scale in rich gold glow. On one side of the room, there's a party of 5 or 6 people, and their body language is extremely unnerving. They're almost silent, but they give off a strong impression of a group about to break out into a violent argument. On the far end of the room, there is a cloaked individual. They have the right idea. Breakfast is handed as you approach. Can I sit with you? Oh, I didn't notice you. Go ahead. I wouldn't want to sit too close to that group either. They don't look like the cheerful sort of party. There's a genuine energy to their voice that catches your ear. Whoever this person is, they earnestly don't mind sharing a table with you. Though I have a feeling that Rufus would stop them before they could cause too many problems. I know I wouldn't do anything to get on his bad side. I doubt anyone wants to give him a reason to use that bad of his. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Vesper. What should I call you? No, I just need to write it out and see what I get. Pleased to meet you, Dougal, if that is your name. There's a warmth and good humor in their voice, something you haven't heard from other strangers here. Forgive me for saying, but I assume it's a false name you've given me. But I suppose there's something liberating about being someone else. Not that I would know about that. I've been nothing but honest with you, of course. You're not alone. But what are you here for? Buying or selling? So am I. Best of luck on your search. It can be challenging to find what you need. Turns out buying rare substances is quite difficult, even in the marketplace that sells everything. A market that deals in rare goods just has all sorts of rarities, but not an abundance of them. What are you buying? Nothing at the moment. I'm rather picky about the rare goods I buy these days. Isn't Vesper the name that it gives me at the beginning? Like that's the name I get to choose. I think it is. I feel like I remember that because I was like, dude, I know this name. Not just any rare good can satisfy my taste. I'm fortunate to have someone knowledgeable to help, a lunar priest actually. He's got particular taste for things I've never considered before. But he's given me a lead, and I need that. Across the room, sounds ring out. First slam on the table, dirty culture trembles. On the floor, Vesper makes a point of ignoring them completely. They lean in slightly. So, Dougal, do you like it down here? Really? I suppose it takes all sorts of people to make a world. And sometimes... Oops, sorry. And sometimes things are quite beautiful. A flatterer. They don't sound mad, though. Your comment seems to have made them happy. They're probably about to say something more. They do seem to be a chatty sort. But the tense group across the room chooses this moment to interrupt into a fight. Oh, shit. Rufus will handle it, but I'd like to stay out of his way until he's gone. It may get messy. They get up, you abandon your half-eaten breakfast on the table to follow them. He's got a rather dangerous-looking bat, and I'd rather not see him use it. Despite the topic at hand, there's still a lightness of their voice. They clearly want to avoid the fight, but it's not remotely worrying them. At the door, they stop. I should probably get moving. But it has been a pleasure speaking to you, Dougal. I hope you're able to buy what you're looking for. Again, there is a genuine warmth to the words. You're still basically strangers to each other, but they mean what they're saying. Maybe I'll see you again sometime. So would I. There's a hint of a smile in their voice. Then before you get a chance to reply, they nod and exit. Huh. So, I mean, that's Hey, it's okay. It's just the two of us now. There's nobody to bother us here. You don't need to worry about them anymore. The bad men are gone. Also, I'm completely safe. Always was and always will be. Same as you. Nobody will hurt you here. Talk to me. What are you feeling? Huh, this is interesting. I didn't... So, I mean, I had seen this before. I'm scared. I'm scared. No shame in that. I hope you can find some comfort in knowing that this is a corner separate from the main script, so you won't have to deal with any of the unwanted surprises here. Whether you were exposed to a trigger or it was darker than you expected. Hey, so I needed this in the last one when I got freaking... Dude, that ish was crazy. You're going to be okay. I encourage you to go take a break. Maybe wrap yourself in a blanket and get a little fresh air. Sometimes stories hit a little too close to home or feel too real. That's alright. We don't need to know what our personal limits are, or we might react to something new. I hope that by taking it through together, you'll feel a little safer. I'm here, and I know your fears are real. But we're away from all that now. Close your eyes and let the music soothe you. Just click when you're ready to continue. Ultimately, this is meant to be an exciting experience, but it's completely fine if it ever becomes too much. I never want to see you hurt because of the scene or a specific content. If any kind of content triggering or becomes overwhelming, it's fine to click away. There's no shame in that. Before I let you go, promise me you'll take care of yourself. Do it for little old me. And now, you can stick around as long as you want. Huh. That's neat. We just give series 1 through series here. How adorable explorers thoroughly experience all the music powers. Okay, so wait. I feel like I remember. If I'm remembering correctly, I had that achievement before. So what did I? So honestly, what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the other endings for the other characters, because for Cirrus, there he is, but endings. This is what I want. So I think I got the mediocre ending first. Yeah, because I think always the last ending is the good ending. So I'm gonna look at some guides real quick and see what I needed to do to get these other endings, because I want to show them. Ending 1 or 2, make whatever choices you want until the offers the stranger a knife. Interfere, confront, walk away. Do not let the choice time out. Okay. So safe, we're going to keep that the same. We'll have the same introduction. I'm just going to skip through this because... See you, Vesper. I was like, I know that freaking name. Like, I know I'd seen it. Skip. We'll do that one. Skip. Can't afford to give up. We're back. I think I did that one last time. Okay. Oh, what was the... Did I make you curious by any chance? Yeah. Yeah. You all seem so serious. Don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Okay. I forgot that I... With this, I can't do that. can do whatever choices we want up until that. Pleasure, whatever. Sorry, I got reeled into that. Hold on. I didn't even read it. Like out loud. Oh yeah, this happened when I first played it. Cause I remember being like, whoa. My star. Get home safe, Dago. I loved it. Oh. I'm just picking different choices. The weight of my chest is so uncomfortable that I just wanted to go back and talk it through, even though I just left. He's a man of the cloth. But I allowed my mind to go to places it shouldn't have. Oh no. He wasn't reciprocating, right? Right. Right. Oh. Hey, we just talked to you. Walk away. No. This is crazy. I can't be seen here. I'm going to pretend I never saw anything. That's the only thing I can... That's the only thing that can save me at this point. Morals be damned. I quickly... Hold on, sorry, pause. Give me a second, because let me read over this just so I know where I need to save in order to get the other endings for this. So, ending 3 and 4 and 5, all these endings on Sirius' affection level. So there are multiple combinations that will get you this way. I like the way he calls me Star. Okay. Yeah, not really. I think I'd like that too. I prefer not. I'm more protected. There are multiple ways, but this is the path the player must take to get a full 6. I feel guilty. Okay, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go run through it again because this is messing with me. I quickly shuffle my way back to the main hall, and once I'm past the altar, I bolt. Through the church doors back into the anonymous safety of the crowd, I run until my lungs are on fire and I start feeling numb. I decide to duck into the less crowded alley and lean against the murky wall for support. I'm exhausted, definitely a bit out of shape, but most of all, shaken to the core. I can't believe that was Sirius. Who was he threatening and why? Huh. Of course he couldn't be trusted. I should have known. And of course, a real priest would never do kind stuff he did yesterday. I must have been out of my mind. Though I feel tears of frustration prickle in my eyes, I will them away with a shake of the head and close my fist, concentrating on my breathing. Maybe there's another way to go about this. What do I do now? Do not let the choice time out. You are locked in. The next choice after walking away decides which bad ending you'll get. So you can save and reload after walking away to get both endings. Oh. Oh. That's what that does? Where did it go? I'm just gonna put it right there just for safekeeping. Continue cooperating. That's what I'm gonna do. It's okay. I'll just return tomorrow, or a day after. He'll never know I saw anything. I only need to stick with him for this information. I head back to the inn, distraught, and contemplate my next interaction with Sirius. I have no idea how it'll go. I don't have to wait long to find out, of course. When I'm back the next day, he questions where I was, and I lie about feeling unwell. I don't care if he truly believes me or not. Maybe he knows I saw something. As long as he doesn't acknowledge it and gives me the information, that's all that matters to me. So did you find anything about the Nexus left things but fine? I'm sorry, my star, not yet. He pauses and smiles. You'll have to give me a little bit more time. Okay, I trust you. I have to force myself to say that last part. Sirius tilts his head to the side. Do you really, Dougal? My throat feels tight. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He scares me. I do. It feels like a biggest lie I've ever told. And that night, once again, I'm stuck with the nerve-wracking insomnia that leaves me in a cold sweat the next morning. There's a surprise waiting for me when I arrive the next day after awaiting answers from the priest. Another person stands beside him, muscular and expensively clothed. They seem to be having a deep conversation until they notice me, and Sirius beckons me closer. My star, this is Ark. Ark. Oh. Please meet Dougal. She's been promising Canada, as I just mentioned. Ark assesses me quickly, then turns back to the priest. How much? Huh? What? Huh? What? What's going on? What? What? The alarm bells instantly go off in my head. Hold your horses, what? No, you shut up. What are you doing? Are you trying to sell me? He heaves a sigh. If you'd let me finish. No, she's not for sale. Instead, she will come work with you, and I trust you'll pay her a livable wage. Certainly. Is Ark one of the people that here... They're talking about me as if he sells people. He sells people. About me is if I weren't right in front of them. Hey, I'm pretty sure I have a say in whether I want to work or not. This is the only way out. This is the only way you'll be able to get the Lunar Ichor. His words hit me hard, though I find it difficult to believe him. He speaks the truth. If you're successful, you'll be overflowing with coin. What does the job entail? Well, you were so good at obeying my star. And so good at staying. And so good at staying on your knees. I promise that for an eager little thing like you, this job shouldn't pose a problem. Oh my god! Jesus! His smile makes me sick to my stomach. That same smile stays on his face when he sees me off. Ark forcibly drags me to the arm into some shady side streets. Dude, what is happening? He doesn't let me go until I'm tossed into a small room in one of many in a long corridor, and he tells me to freshen up. Dude, yeah, okay. The way the room is furnished tells me all I need to know. Chains neatly coiled in the corner, suspicion points expertly attached to the ceiling. Veils of lotion lined up. Oh my god! Oh! Bro. What? Dude. Chains neatly coiled in the corner, suspension points expertly attached to the ceiling, vials of lotions lined up on the wall next to the bed. There's boxes of rope, oddly shaped toys. Oh my god. and all kinds of horrifying magic implements crammed into every corner, including a tiny bathroom off the side where I'm expected to make myself as presentable as possible. You have 10 minutes. Take any longer and you'll have more than a few bruises to worry about. Jesus Christ! I take a deep breath and I swallow my pride. Every single bit of it. Because even if it means I'll live in the worst conditions for a while, at least I'll still have hope. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. That was wild. Okay. Did I? No, so I should have saved where it said don't walk away. That was crazy. That was wild. I can't believe I got him as my first playthrough option because his is probably the most insane. I don't know. Oleander's pretty bad too, but it's not even just because him as a character, it's because of what happened in it. Well, I take that back. Actually, he did kill somebody. So, okay. Yeah. Just going through when I did that. Just gonna go through and do that. I wanted to have it again. No, we don't do it. Okay, did all that. Okay, continue cooperating. Find another way to get the. Let's do that. Find another way to get the lunar ichor. It's been made abundantly clear to me that the people just cannot be trusted here. All that's left for me is to rely on myself. I'm the only one I could trust down here in this godforsaken place, and that's okay. I don't need anybody. I collect myself and dust my robes off and start walking again. I'll keep checking in the shops every day as long as I have to until I find it. Days trickle by. I have an aim, but it seems like despite that ever-changing layout of the market, I can't find anything. The soles of my shoes wear down, and the constant walking my coin pouch feels lighter day by the day. It won't be long until I can't even afford to stay in the inn at the inn anymore. But never once do I return to the church. I'd rather rot here in the streets than rely on the corrupt priests. At least I'll die down here. It'll be with dignity. Dignity. My search continues. I'm growing desperate. I can feel something gnawing at my back of my mind, demanding freedom. It claws at my conscience relentlessly, but I have nothing to silence it. It's pure willpower that keeps me on my feet now every single day. Eventually, my funds run out. Fearing Rufus is bad, I handed my key at the beer mask caretaker, who observes me with poorly disgusted pity. Then she sees the state I'm in. Nothing. I shake my head. Dang. When I step out in the inn for the last time, my common sense tells me to head back up to the light where I belong. To bask in the sun and let its rays wash away all my worries. But I can't do that. I'm running out of time. So I stay. I walk every day and sit at the edge of the busy streets, silently begging for some cash to feed myself with. I feel my physical self weakening, but my resolve never does. It's a horrible way to live, but at least here I'll have a better chance of finding the Ichor, and so I keep walking. Your search lets you know where. So let me check something real quick. Considering that, does that count as Why could I never find where I need to go for that? There we go. Okay, so I've gotten 1 and 2. Great. Ending 3 and 5 is what I need. All endings rely on Sirius's affection level. There are multiple ways to get at least 5 points. I bet everybody calls him a star. Okay, with considering okay, honestly for that one, honestly for these last 2, I think I have to do a start new because of these choices that it's highlighting and giving me goodies. I didn't do this before. Wait, Cirrus. Both of them immediately whip around, taken out of their moment as the other person raises their knife with their trembling hands, and I realize I messed up. Wait. Drop it. The clutter of the metal of the ground makes me exhale in relief, but not for long. Cirrus steps around the trembling figure, then slowly makes his way towards me. My star? He starts to mouth and set into a ground. My first instinct is to step back, fearing the consequences, but my morals are stronger and keep me rooted in my place. What is going on here? Why? I don't have the context, but I'm filled with a bitter sting of betrayal and nothing. Nonetheless, golly. God! How could someone as seemingly kind as him just turn around? Girl! Nah. No. Turn around and take advantage of someone and so clearly out of it. Why are you threatening this person? What even? Dougal. Pierce's voice turns back to the warm, comforting one I've always heard. But right now, I don't know if I trust it. You shouldn't be here, my star. I'm simply taking care of some sensitive matters. You have to understand. Sensitive matters, really? You gave him a knife, one he was going to use on himself. On himself? He pauses. I think you have the wrong... I think you have the wrong idea. What I gave him was not a weapon, but a ritual dagger. One that is used to elaborate on the rituals of repentance. Okay, this is the same. I'm left utterly speechless. I stare at Sirius, then back at the trembling person when I ask them if it's true or not. I think I should leave. I think you're staying right where you are. I feel something inside me shiver at the thought. What was that again? Of course, since it was your first infraction, I'll go easy. Okay, yeah, the punishment shit. Okay. His words sound like the most delicious promise, one that I'm all too happy to help fulfill. Whoa, that's different. Yes, I'm hush, little star. Takes a step back, finally allowing me to a personal space, and then he immediately turns around and makes his way to one of the Melissa shells. Obey. I hardly understand myself right now. I may as well have asked one of the thieves to watch over my purse. That's my purse. I don't know you. But something tells me Sirius doesn't want to kill me. No, if he did, he would have done so earlier. His intentions, although I fail to understand them, are not evil. So I undo the clasp on my mask and then tilt my head back, lips parted. Perfect, so very perfect. Such an obedient little thing. Oh God, Jesus. He approaches and the first trickle of liquid hits my tongue. The next, bad. No. Something feels off. Settles in my stomach. I feel strangely aware of everything. The way my nails scrape over the skin of my palm, the way my chest expands with every new breath, the fragrance of the ink. Yes, I promise you, it's just temporary. Seems like this is the alternate ending. We'll do this one first, have Sirius do it. What if I want you to do it? My own voice surprises me and I feel my face heat up under the mask. His expression is utterly indecipherable, yeah. Until a strange grin tugs at his lips. Sweet little star. Oh God, Jesus. His voice thickens up. Jesus. I didn't take you for a masochist. You never asked. I'll be sure to reward that honesty plenty. It wasn't bad. I'll be sending someone out tomorrow. Positive news. Wait. It's so weird that his are the only choices that are blacked out, and it's like I can only say yes. Yeah, no, like he's 2 months. Oh dang. Then you still have time. Since wrinkles in my head and I stay there for a while. Yeah, I think so. I'll keep you safe. For the first time I hear something akin to desperation in his voice, a barely audible tremble. I promise. Interesting. I chose to believe him. This is the good ending. Best ending. Keep you safe. Dude, I mean, I doubt that. Okay, so, okay. So that was that one. From the sounds of this guide, it says that when I do this one, do it yourself is a different one. I want to obey. It's what feels best. And if it means going through with some questionable things and suffering physical pain, I want it. I want it all. Okay, alright, I'll do it. Please allow me. I think my answer semi-stunned him into the silence. At least until the grin returns to his face full force. You're such a lovely little one, aren't you? Oh God, Jesus, okay. The flogger, yep. Hey, so I didn't want to have to go through all this again. This is different. This is all different, so I'm gonna read this. Okay. Maybe it's not. I reach up for the cursed flower, instantly feeling the weight of it on my head. It's real black leather braided around the handle for grip, extended into a dozen thin tails. Even just feeling it brush from my fingertips makes me shiver. The effects of the nectar have fully settled in at this point. How about you start with 10? Doesn't matter where, as long as you can use your strength as normal. He pauses. But don't hit any organs. The back is relatively a safe spot to start. Funny you're the one talking about safety right now. Sir's masked expression tells me everything I need to know. His patience is running dry. But it's the only thing keeping me sane while I contemplate the idea of inflicting immense pain on my own self. I'm dragging the time out. Surely it doesn't mean it... Oh, surely it won't be so bad. I just have to muster up the courage. As soon as my palms stop shaking. With a decisive grip, I move the flogger into position in the front of myself. And then I fling it over my shoulder for the tails to reach a spot on my upper back. The sudden onslaught of pain makes me gasp, and I instantly drop the tool, steel myself, and control my bringing. The impact lingers. I mean, why'd you hit yourself so hard? Why'd you little pat? The impact lingers for a while, rippling over my skin in burning, painful waves. Shh. Don't swear before our God. Sears instantly chastises me before I can say more, and he watches me from above with poorly concealed glee. That's one. Only 9 more to go. It takes everything to even pick the flogger back up, and how that hit affected me. But I can't stop now. I go for another hit, willing it to land a little lower than earlier. When it doesn't, and the lashing hit the previous spot, I double over again, whimpering into my cloak. I already feel myself breaking into a cold, clammy sweat. Oh dear. His grin is nothing short of sadistic. That must have hurt, you poor thing. I don't even know if I can do all 10 without passing out in this rate. Waiting until the pain ebbs away before going for the next hit takes progressively longer, and every time I can feel the priest's impatience growing. He's encouraging me to keep going. I can't. Yes, you can. The pain is all in your head, little star. It's all for the greater good. That pain will cleanse you ever so deeply, from head to toe. I promise you're going to feel so much better afterwards. You'll feel so good. His voice is sickeningly sweet, staining my mind with the hypnotic suggestions that leave me dizzy. I brace myself for another self-inflicted hit, and this time I collapse, breath ragged. I can see my hands shaking in front of me despite my blurring vision. It doesn't take long for me to realize it's tears. Harder. I know you can do it. I know you can go just a little harder for me. Come on now. His tongue sweeps across his lips to wet them, and in that moment, I think he doesn't look. And in that moment, I think that he doesn't look nor sound like a priest. But I keep that to myself as I raise my hand for the final time, and when the impact lands between my shoulder blades, I succumb to darkness. My senses numb. Finally, its sweetness released. So good I could keep crying, and then I pass out. By the time I come to, I'm surrounded by the smell of cotton and the felt. Yes, so this is all the same. I'm just gonna go with it. I felt the pain, of course, but the whole process was comforting. I just picked a different option. I'm sorry. That is not how I feel right now. Let it be known. He was the one taking care of all the decisions. I didn't need to worry about any of that. I can just focus on what I need to do and let him work out the complicated details. And for now, I think that's okay. I just wish I understood why he cares so much. I lower my hood while he's gone, allowing myself. I don't think he does. Allowing myself just a little freedom to move. I'm tempted to remove my mask, but it doesn't feel like the right time. Whoops! Did I get a new ending? Oh. Interesting. Why am I fighting for my life? How do I get ending 3?
shit. Damn it! I think I have to do this one. I think I have to do that. And of course, I'm a little stupid bum poop head and can't freaking know how to save and where I need to. Surprised and safe, it's comfort feeling knowing that someone has guided me like this. Though I never felt as though the lunar god was one I believed in, I feel myself opening up to the being, allowing them to see me for who I really am. For a moment, I feel at peace again. You're almost there. Simply repeat after me, my star. I don't know if he puts his hands together as well. I don't dare to look back or see. Okay, so this is the prayer, which we did do. Okay, so I need, it was kind of nice. Sirius may have been, yeah, okay, so Sirius may have been pushy, but I can't deny it. That session felt wonderful in its strangest way. Obeying felt natural in that moment. And just maybe I would want it to happen again. Either way, I need to come to terms with what happened. I have to work hard for a while while I'm here. After loitering around for a bit longer, I pay for my soup and begin my long detour back. I feel like my live wallpaper just turned on because I swear I've never seen that before. Passing through the marketplace so many times means that I've started becoming a familiar face and trying to recognize owners. Okay, this is the shopkeeper. Thank the person. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god!
Dude, how... I think I understand it now. I have to refuse him. Which is what I thought I did the first time. But I thought I did. But I guess not. Pick up my nails in slight discomfort, fully hidden from the view under my long sleeves. He doesn't seem all that bad at first glance, but I don't appreciate the pushiness I feel from him. It'll pass. Maybe I'm just on high alert and the marketplace hasn't given me much of a break. I want to trust him in the gut feeling, but the truth is that I'm tired, demotivated, and a little hungry. So the gut cannot be trusted. My bad, of course. You don't have to answer. You know better than anyone else how important Indeed is down here, I'm sure. Indeed. He sounds a little saddened, but I don't know why. That being said, sometimes it is our dedication to remaining a stranger that is our downfall in the end. Huh? I don't really understand what he means by that, so I dismiss it as a priest's philosophical rambling. I think I ought to be heading back soon. Errands won't run themselves. Good luck with that, my star. What can I call you next time? Okay, so I made the wrong choice. What was the choice of this? Yes, this is the help. I prefer not to. I think I'll pass. I'd better start looking the right way. I'm feeling antsy. Are you sure? It really might not be such a bad idea. Huh? Doubt instantly settles deep in my gut. You never know how the small things might alter your chances of survival, my star. I don't want to. I strongly recommend you reconsider. Dude. You're awfully insistent. I apologize, Eagle, but your safety is very important. Let's be quick about it. The shouting mask turns away, his lips set in a neutral line. On your knees. Visual scan, I barely recognize. I feel I'm gonna do annoyed. A bit uncomfortable. I don't necessarily like taking orders. I think it might show in my body language because you're quiet. It gives me a moment to adjust. You're almost there. Simply repeat me after me, Star. Yeah. He was so insistent. No freaking way, man. My last choice was don't, right? Yeah. Brat points. Hell no. Ah! Can't we just go there ourselves? So this is different. Serious persons have taken the time to think. I suppose I can't stop you. We could go now if you'd like. I feel a surge of energy shoot straight through my head as I leap out of the bed and then readjust my hood and never felt more ready. Let's go. He chuckles, eager. I dismiss the comment and make my way towards the door that has since been unlocked. Okay. When the night air hits my face outside the church, I find myself completely relieved. I never realized how suffocating that small room was, even in comparison to the little cave. Sirius guides me in silence, so as long as a series of winding maze like passages through progressively more and more obscure stalls. We eventually find ourselves in front of a row of small homes, one which is barely standing. The door is broken down, the walls are crumbling. But that is the one he leads me towards. Then I see it. The desk, which is a stack of documents almost as though waiting for us. That I don't see the thin line of magic running across the floor, barely shimmering amidst the dust. By the time my step passes through the floorboards, I spread apart with a sharp crack, and suddenly blades shoot up through the gap into my flesh. I can't even make a sound, not when my entire body is impaled and falling apart, landing on the floor with sickening squelch. I feel strangely full. The sharp edges cut like butter through my organs, muscles, skin, leaving me in bath in horrifying, unceremonious puddle of my own bodily juices. The life drains out of me, and I barely manage to hear Sirius sighing before my consciousness shuts down, never to come back. I'll have to thank them for setting this up. She fell right into it. Sirius makes his way over to the remains of Dougal and kneels down, patting her head. You're okay now. You don't have to suffer anymore. Even better. Wow. And now I won't have to listen to all that little mouth going off. The worst, and he put you out of your misery? Oh my god, dude, what? That was ending 3, right? Please. Thank you. Oh, thank God. It was the third ending. Okay. Sirius is done. Crazy character. Crazy character. Because even, you know, like from the worst one, I was like, or from the first one, I was like, kind of weird. Bro, he straight up killed me in that one. Straight up murdered me. Wow. I thought we were cool. Okay. Here's endings, which I got the best one the first time. Okay, choose whatever you like until decide if Kier is a good reason for stealing people. There is no good reason. What do I have for him saved? Do I have anything for him saved? I have nothing. Okay, great. Wait, well, hold on. Let me look at those again. Francesco. Okay. Francesco. Cues out the toolbox. Okay. No. Oh, sorry. Dude, I just smacked the ever-living shit out of my mic. Oh, no. We're Dougal. We're Dougal and we're proud. Shit, I have to remember what I do for him. I can't afford to give up. Stay and see what happens next. I run into him. He only has 6 endings, and I think 8's the best one. So 6. Not remotely, should I? No, you shouldn't. But if you don't want to get arrested, you should still come with me. on another merry chase through the marketplace? Somewhere we can cool off. They didn't see your mask, so once the trail gets cold and 20ish hours, you can go. Have this escaping business down to an art, don't you? Wouldn't be here if I didn't. Well then, thief, stole me away. Keep quiet until I speak again. Yeah. If I'm going to escape, I need to do it now. I glance at Kier. He's walking away, pushing past the teenager. Neither of them are looking at me. I step backwards carefully and quietly. They don't notice. And that's where we save. I love how they have 9 pages of saves for this reason. This reason of going through this and pushing through. We're gonna go. Then I turn around and duck into the passage. It's undignified scuttling on my hands and knees, but I make it quick pace. Hey, wait! Nope. The short tunnel is blocked off again, as expected, but the firm shove against it opens a narrow gap and I squeeze through. Then I'm on my feet and I start to run. I can hear gear behind me. I follow the sound of the people out of the alleyways and onto the main road. My heart pounds as I try my best to melt into the crowd. I'm just one of the faceless many exploring what appears to be a row of message parlors and gambling houses. Slowly, I start going the way I came, into the more and eventually the church comes into the view. Okay, so this puts me back. This puts me back in that, so let's get through this. Honestly, he's the most normal one. The cold fingers of reality close around my heart. There is no good reason I can imagine that justifies stealing people. Stealing for the survival I can understand, but not for that far. I swallow hard, trying to chase these thoughts away. I'm not going to sleep at all, am I? I felt the motions of getting all ready for bed. Okay. It's not escaped me that I'm alone. I could just leave. No one can stop me. It's a bad idea. I take a single step away from the building, then another. Gear doesn't come out and stop me. They sell people. I can't be involved. I walk away and melt into the crowd. Dang, so I just leave him. That's crazy. If you chose that as your first one. I mean, honestly, if you did the priest one first and then you did this, you're like, dude, I cannot trust this guy. I'm gone. All my things are in the mouse hall. I doubt they'll let me in without an escort. I'm definitely putting myself in a terrible position. But for once, I am putting myself in the position I am in control, however little it matters. Maybe I'll starve to death. Or sell myself. The control will have to be enough. Bad ending. Take control. No matter the cost. Interesting. Okay. Ending 7. Okay, so this is when you get the guard. I've never worked with others in a project like this. But you have done this kind of work before. I thought we were supposed to leave our surface life behind down here. Leave it, leave it behind all you like. You're still quite comfortable working with us. Well, you have to survive somehow, right? And I doubt the auctioneer is someone who will suffer greatly when we're done with her. No, you won't have to feel bad for her when we're done. She's someone who would sell literally anything if it means getting a cut. And what will we do with our fines? Okay, so I've already read this. Wish him well. I'm gonna activate those hints. Oh, not auto, we're gonna skip. Just personal business. And you? There's a fortune gambling halls. No. If I'm a little abrupt, I don't mean to be. I just have to keep my attention on others nearby. Still, she seems to take it as a dismissal and keeps quiet. And this is gonna be, it's hold both arms, drop both arms, it's hold both arms. Sweetgrass companion stand straight. Sorry, I'll get out of your way. This one's not with you? No. She slips between the... Okay, so that's different. She slips between the big stranger and the wall, back to the gambling hall without so much as goodbye. I have some questions for you. Definitely. Some kind of security. This is a problem. Is there a problem then? Big one, just looking for some quiet. Minding my own business. Starlight depending on his affection level, but the end will see the same results. Don't. Isolation signs, suspicious behavior. Come with me. What? Where? Come. I could try to run, but that would absolutely confirm whatever they suspect me. Well, alright, I suppose. I went into the pleasure parlor, but instead of following the smell of the food and the sounds of laughter, we turned abruptly to the right. Offices, most likely. Wait here. I tried for the door handle as soon as it's closed, but it's locked, and I have no means to unlock it. I'm left in the pitch black office, sitting on the floor for the fear of bumping into something and damaging it. Property destruction is unlikely to endear me to these people. Alone for a while, my only option is to stew in my own feelings. It's difficult to smother the ember of anger in my belly. I was fine with this work, provided it didn't put me in danger. It didn't take long for that to happen, it seems. A door slamming open scares the daylights out of me, and I nearly jump out of my feet. Stop struggling. It's not going to do the thing. A lantern is brought into the office. I see 5 people coming in. 3 security officers, all uniformed the same way. And there's Kier, Hollow, and both Halo being dragged in. They're tossed in. Halo crumbles to the floor, but Kira lands on his knees and looks ready to fight. Get up. I get on my knees, about to jump to my feet and beside him. One of the security guards punches Kira in the gut before he can get up. Another throws me to the ground. Never an end to these rats, is there? Well, thief, is that one part of your little team? The question is directed to Kier. The security officer is pointing at me. That's our lookout, yeah. Sorry, Dougal. Fuck you. I thought I was getting to like Kier, but this burns down all the goodwill and affection I built for him. It deals with you. He sounds resigned to this, putting a noose around my neck and getting it good and tight for the executioner. Thieves don't get trials, not in the marketplace. If you're caught stealing, the victim gets to extract their punishment immediately. So it is. As I watch Kier fall, Halo turns away. Watch him slowly drool on the place of blood, clutching oh my gosh, tightly slashed across his throat. So he is a prayer of survival. He doesn't get it painless. Doesn't get the painless end that he would have wanted. The security offers to watch him die in silence. For them, I suppose this is ordinary. Just another thief facing their expected end. I should be scared in this moment. I don't want to die, and especially not in such a grim way. But there's only one ice-cold void left in me. The part of me that feels is already dead. Once it's clear that Kira's dead, those security officers turn to Halo. Make it quick, please. She turns her head away, offering them her jugular. She's got something in her trembling hands, maybe some memento from Lave. There's no time to ask before she's bleeding out on the stone floor. Dang! Then it's my turn. If he's going down, so will you. Dang. That's a crazy one. Okay, in which that should have been it for Kiers, because he has only. What? Dang. Well, the gag is, I'm tired. Oh, sorry. Did not mean to do that. But yeah, I'm low-key very tired and need to get to bed. I got plans tomorrow, but maybe I can stream tomorrow before I do my other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Because I do want to finish all these routes. Just so I have them. And then maybe I'll start chapter 2. I don't know. I'm interested in what happens next in the other ones. Because this is very interesting. So I'll probably end up doing chapter 2 of those. Or I might do some other Shadow games. I don't know. But good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This will be uploaded to YouTube, yada yada yada. VODs will be up. So also I post on Instagram and TikTok, so you can follow me there. Those links are in the description. If you liked it,